Hello, I'm Sky Mangrum with SkyOnMedia.com, and today I'd like to discuss 3 simple steps to unlocking your secret inner voice. There's a lot of names that this voice has been called by, and to stay away from getting too specifically religious or spiritual, some people call it God, some people call it a consciousness, some people call it the inner voice, the heart space, the intuition. But with this technique, I'd like to stress that you can, on one hand have a great experience and hear an inner voice and have this guidance, and in the very least, by trying it, you'll have a sense of clarity and empowerment. So as children, we're taught to look outside for both the problems and solutions. Yet we know that observation, that consciousness, that understanding are internal processes, that all that sensory information has to reach the cerebral cortex inside before it becomes experienced to us, before we're understanding what's happening right now. So from here, we've got minds full of churning sensory experiences, and we're judging them and we're comparing them, and our thoughts are this massive mess of pleasure and blame. So we're trained from childhood to believe that we're the victims of a circumstantial world, that all of our problems and all of our solutions are a part of an external world, to look outside for aid, to our parents and to everything around us. But we can train ourselves to look within and to save the day and to be our own heroes, So notice that in times of great need, we find an inner strength. When the whole world seems to fall apart, as long as we're looking for solutions, we find this strength and this determination and this intelligence, this clarity that we didn't have before. Yet on a daily basis, all these little petty problems really seem to stop us, and it's all the end of the world. Now, keep in mind that the brain can only process a minimum amount of 7 bits of data and a maximum amount of 60 bits of data per second. But our world is constantly bombarding us with millions of data, millions of bits of data, that there's so much happening right now that you can't possibly take it all in because your brain just cannot process it that fast. Now, you grow up with that limiting power of the brain, the limited power of the brain to only see so much of the world around us. But how can we summon this open mind, this intelligence and this strength to solve our everyday problems? How can we take what we have in times of dire need and stress, and that superhuman power that we have, that strength and the clarity to see all possibilities before us? How can we take that and do that on a daily basis? How can we open that up and apply it to our life? Now, the trained mind that controls the will can do this in an instant, but to the untrained mind, it can be something that is a cause of fear. It causes this tightness in your chest. When a great change in you as a person is coming, it's something that you can feel. So to reach that inner voice, first we have to give up attempts to try and solve the problem using our outer or our conscious intellectual busy mind. We've got to give up that belief that we know what has to be done. This is what's going to fix this problem, and it's usually a reoccurring problem. So imagine that what you know is a fence around you, that you're standing in like a fenced-in yard, and that is what you know about the world. That is all of your collected skills and experiences of what you know to be true. This works, and this is what I know, and that's you. You're in the little fenced-in yard. Now, imagine that leaving this past experience behind removes the fence. And now you're open to all possibilities. Now you can use that inner strength and that inner wisdom. So this is not a mystical or magical or spiritual technique. It's not difficult either. But here are the 3 simple steps to training the mind, this will. So first, what we want to do is realize that we can't solve or even identify the true problem with our worldly mind, this busy mind that we identify with being us, the I am right and I have a solution and I know the problem. So first we have to realize that no. Second, we have to know that we have the power within us at all times to solve the problem, and that we can strengthen this belief to the point that we can let go of this outer worldly voice that we don't need, the fence. We can let go of the fence so that we can have unlimited possibilities, and we can be guided by our inner voice. And third is to act, is to do it, is to strike out and not be afraid to do things that we haven't done before, to experience a new reality, to find a new solution. We can calm that conscious mind of all the worries of trying something new and different, and clear out all of those previous attempts to find a solution, or the previous attempts, those ideas that we have that we know already, that we have a solution already, that we're correct. If you had the solution already, if you knew how to solve the problem already, it would be solved. It wouldn't exist as a problem anymore. So let go of all of those attempts. Second, know that you have the power and the ability to solve this thing. And thirdly is to go deep within, beyond all that noise, into a quiet peace. After giving up all of these conscious attempts, our mind will become trained by our will. Your willingness to stop and to turn inside. Now, you'll realize that you're successful when you feel a sense of peace, and you feel a strength, a power coming over you. You feel empowered. Now you're in contact with an inner guide, and now you can listen, and from here be brave and act creatively with strength and with clarity. You'll realize from this state that you feel a heightened sense of gratitude, that all of the problems don't seem so big, that everything seems very small in comparison to you and all of the unlimited possibilities that are surrounding you once the fence is gone. So it's widened your field of possibilities. So I hope that you try this technique. I would love to hear the results of this technique. Whether it gives you a new state of calm clarity, or whether you find an amazing solution, or whether you meet someone new and you're able to get over, you know, past experiences and really appreciate the life that you have, because you have it. So I hope you've liked this little video, and there's PDFs and all kinds of videos and articles and all kinds of helpful things and research that I found at skyonmedia.com. So I hope you check that out, and thank you for watching.